GameKO.
Hey guys, welcome back. Silent Striker here, bringing you a quick overview of the new Valheim update that just dropped today, Hearth and Home. First, we're going to go over the changelog here, some patch notes, and see what got added. First, we got our general improvements, weapon rebalance for everything. So some things will actually be usable according to this. Let's hope so. The blocking system got overhauled, so shields might actually be worth using. It says here that the current maximum HP now greatly affects your ability to block attacks, and they also added a stagger bar, so once you hit someone who's blocked enough or hit with a power attack, you should be able to stagger someone. You can now name your tamed creatures, so if you've tamed a bunch of little piggies, you can name them your best friend's name. Gamepad sensitivity settings, I play on PC, so that means nothing to me. Auto pickup toggle button added to automatically pick up items or not. This is a huge quality of life improvement because I can't count how many times I've been fighting things in the middle of the woods and gotten a full inventory for what seems like no reason. So this seems like an awesome update. Graphic settings, active point lights and active point light shadows. That seems pretty cool. Seems like this will be super useful for another edition that we'll go over later. Tamed creatures affected by friendly fire setting. You can't hurt a tamed creature unless you enable friendly fire or use the new butcher knife item. That is really useful. That way you don't accidentally kill your piggy who has your best friend's name. Other various improvements and bug fixes. This is always a great line here. It just says we don't want to list everything, but we fixed stuff. So new food interface works better with rebalanced food. A quick example of this is when you eat something, it'll tell you the exact points of stamina or health that you've gained from it. It'll also give you a number inside your stamina bar to show you exactly how much you have left. And there are over 10 new things to eat. Actually 12. I feel like that was a lot of things to type to say that there are 12 new things to eat. Within the world, tamed loxes now have a purpose. It's kind of ominous. They're now empowered, and we don't know what that purpose is. Slimy locations and creatures have been added to the plains. I have no idea what this means. I have no idea what slimy locations and creatures are, and I'm intrigued, so of course, as soon as I get a chance after this video, I'm going to go check out the plains. New plantable seeds. Birch, oak, and onion. For those of you that may not remember, birch is where you get your fine wood from, oak is where you can get a lot of your core wood from. This is really important because you no longer have to scavenge for it, you can now farm it. Items. A little less exciting as far as I'm concerned. A crystal battle axe, silver knife. Those are kind of cool. New shields, a bone tower shield, iron buckler, a butcher knife. This is the weapon that you need for slaughtering your farmed animals. A thunderstone, sold by a trader, and a lox accessory. Again, very vague. We have no idea what this lox accessory actually is. As far as building, we have new darkwood building pieces like shingle roofs, beams, decorations, and more. We'll see plenty of that in the video coming up. New types of furniture, including but not limited to a mighty stone throne and a steamy Viking hot tub. I wonder why they worded it like that. Crystal walls, so you can build a Fortress of Solitude if you're very careful. New types of stacks to show off your treasure and your resources. Cauldron improvements, spice rack, butcher's table, pots and pans. Those are obviously needed for the new food updates. Cartography table, you can now share map data with another player. That's huge because when you mark something on a map, no one else knows where it is, so now you can share that information with your friends. They added an oven for baking bread and pie. An Obliterator. Items be gone is the only description. We'll see if we can't build one and see what that's all about. And an iron cooking station, required to cook some types of meat. And then some AI tweaks. Monsters should always Target creatures, including player, first if they have a clear path to it, and monsters should only attack low priority structures, walls, and stuff. Well, that's a quick overview of the text version of the changes, so let's go see what they actually look like. So this is a quick world that I started just to kind of show off and showcase the new items that are able to be built. Just from right here, you can kind of see some of the differences that are available. We have some of these are called the dark wood poles. They operate just the same as the other poles, but they look way more badass. As you can see in the bottom of the screen, they require 4 wood, tar, and a workbench. I don't know if tar is new, I've never seen it before, but there are a few new dark wood items that will require tar. At the top here, you can see some different ornaments that are now available. We have some ravens on a perch. I'm going to turn some cheats on so we can get a cooler look at this. I think these are pretty awesome looking. Along with the darkwood pole, we also have these new darkwood archways with a little bit of almost a knotwork style. Going up and down the poles, nice and pretty. And then sticking with the outside of the house, another new item we have are these wolf head ornaments. These are pretty awesome looking, so of course I had to add as many of them as possible to the front of my temporary longhouse. And then you'll notice that I have a black roof. Part of the update is now shingled roofs. They come in both the 45 and 26 degree angles, same with the peak of the roof. You can kind of see from this angle the different pieces on the peak. It almost looks like it's one solid log from a distance, but it's, as you get closer, you can tell that they're all definitely separate. So if you notice here, I have angled logs holding up my shingled roof. The angles on the logs are new. They used to only be vertical or horizontal. They're now available in 26 degree and 45 degree. Next up we have this darkwood gate. This is a large door setup. One side is one item. So here's what one of them looks like. Put them together, and you get an awesome archway into your brand new crystal palace. So let's go inside and see what else is new. Right away you'll see here I've got some round logs that are labeled sitting logs. You can sit here and chill next to the fire on a very simple piece of furniture that is probably much easier to make than real furniture. Here are a bunch of presents and a Yule tree because, you know, Christmas is taking over everything. Each of these presents can hold 3 items. I wonder if it's each of them. That's the big one. Oh, this one holds 2. And the white one holds 1. So you can actually give presents to people. That's kind of cute. I like it. Although the update is called Hearth and Home, I have yet to find any updates for the hearth. So I'm going with the standard stone hearth here. Something that is part of the update is the stone throne. We're going to sit here and ponder life. Well, looking at the awesomeness that is the 5-minute build. That's a lie, it took me like an hour. It's a pretty cool looking house though. So next up we're going to check out these crystal wall pieces. They only come in a 1x1 section. They look really cool. They cost a little bit of crystal to make. And I have noticed a little bit of an issue with them. I'll place one here. The crystal does not like to attach to the crystal in any way, shape, or form at all, ever. I tried for a while when I was building all of this, and I couldn't get the crystal to attach to anything. So if you see here, my mouse is pointed at the crystal and it won't attach. In the same spot, if I point it at the floor, it'll attach to the floor and then be nice and together. So I'm not sure if that's a bug or if maybe that's just a mechanic they wanted to throw in to make things a little more difficult. If you're planning on creating Superman's Fortress of Solitude, you're going to have some supports in there, as I've done around the edges of my building here. Another new item is these wooden shutters. These are kind of cute. It's a little 1x1 section that is a doorway. I put 4 of them here so I can yell at people that are trying to walk up to my place. I can say, hey, kids, get off my lawn. Get off my damn lawn. I did notice that you can't always close the shutters from the inside. You have to angle yourself just perfectly to be able to get that to close. And on this side, I don't think I can do it at all. No. So when I open the shutters to yell at the kids in my lawn, I gotta go outside like a peasant to close my shutters. Next item, we have this little, I don't know what it would be called in real life. In the game, they're calling it a carved darkwood divider. I think they're really cool. It's a nice way to divide up a room while still leaving it open. And as you can see here, I went with some of the darkwood archways and other darkwood sections to match. I added some shutters here as a little entryway into my dining room. And because spooky season is coming up, of course we had to add as many spookies as we could. The jack-o'-lanterns actually put off quite a bit of light, as you can see. There's no other light source in this room. That's kind of there, but the jack-o'-lanterns do a pretty good job of lighting up a room. Next new item is this very long table. I think this is kind of cool. Something that the game was definitely missing. A lot of people like to build really big, large, great halls, and it's kind of odd having a bunch of tiny tables stacked up together or whatever. So having a big, long, great table for your great hall is always nice. And then, of course, they also built matching chairs. They've got some cushions on them, so that way you can sit in style. They also added a round table, also made from the dark wood. Nice and round. It's just a round table. It's cool looking, nothing too exciting there. I threw in the old table, chair, and bench so you could kind of compare the look between the two. Stand up on my table here. And this thing over here in the corner, we mentioned this one in the patch notes. This is the steamy hot tub. It's got some benches on the inside. A location over here to add some wood. Gets the water nice and steamy. Then you can sit in the hot tub. Nice and steamy. I'm not quite sure if there's any other purposes to the hot tub. I didn't exactly see if it added a comfort level. Certainly doesn't add any kind of bonus or anything sitting in here for a little bit. At least not that I've seen so far. It's a pretty cool addition though. I like it. Gives you somewhere else to hang out and drink your mead. Part of the crafting update, they added things that are able to be baked. Well, a lot of you may or may not know that back in the day, the best way to process grain is through a windmill. I'm not quite sure what goes in here. I haven't been able to find any barley or anything. I have no processable items. Processed items. So you put whatever you find, grain or some form of seeds maybe, in the back here. And then out here plops your finished product that you'll be able to use for baking. Yes, I said baking. Over here at the artisan's table, we're able to add an oven. The oven can only be placed on stone, as you can see here. It won't let you place it on just wood. Probably work on the ground as well. So the oven takes up to 10 wood at a time. We're going to throw 5 in there just so we can show you how it works. It does put off some smoke, so you'll want to keep that in mind when you're constructing the area you're going to place it. And it can hold 4 items to be baked at once. Oh, I got 4 lox meat pies. Om nom nom. 75 health and 15 stamina. It's kind of nice that it shows you that exact number up there. I'm also going to go ahead and eat some sausage for 55 health and 11 stamina, and a fish wrap for 70 health and 14 stamina. That's a lot of health and not a whole lot of stamina. As you mentioned earlier, the patch notes said that they're focusing each food item on either stamina or health. The food I happen to have on me gave me a lot of health and not any stamina. One of the biggest problems that I find in Valheim is there are too many items on the ground. See over here, I got stuff in the background I haven't collected yet, just thrown out there to get out of the way. Well, they've solved that problem with this craftable item called the Obliterator. How does the Obliterator work? You go ahead and throw in there whatever it is you don't want. Just throw some random things in here. And then pull the lever. Stand back. Thor bestows a gift upon you. Oh, what did he give me? Coal. Every item was turned into coal. What happens? I'm curious to see what happens if you give him coal. Turned into 1 coal. Oh, he took 9 coal. Let's do it again, see what happens. Ah! That's so scary. Empty. Hey! So now everything that I had before is gone. Alright, so now we get to try out the Crystal Battle Axe. Ah! I can't seem to hit him, it's so slow. It's so slow! Oh, got him! Got him! That was a pretty good chunk. Ooh, got him again. Oh! Oh my gosh, this thing is so slow. Oh, but he's taking residual damage, it looks like. 32 initial damage, ticking for 1.8. That doesn't seem horrible. Oh, there's a... Oh, I don't have any stamina. I think there's a combo for the axe. This is the first time I pulled it out. Bam! 2. Oh, I have no stamina. The axe takes a lot of stamina, apparently. Alright, I'm gonna try out that combo. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is 3, but it takes all of my stamina to do it. Oh, one swing takes so much stamina for this thing. Let's count it. I have 90 stamina to 66. Oh my gosh. It takes 33 stamina, no, 23 stamina to swing this thing. So if you're going to use the Crystal Battle Axe, definitely build up your stamina. Boom, boom. If you can get hits in on something, it's devastating. Also, if you miss, it's devastating. Alright, we're going to try out the new shield mechanics. Oh, okay. I see a bar popped up on the right-hand side of my character. I've taken 0 damage. 0 damage. It says the blocking ability is based off of the amount of health that you have. I have 217 health. And I have still taken 0 damage. Nothing. So instead of being stamina based, it's now health based. Before, it would take giant chunks of your stamina. He hits me right now, and I think it's taking 1 or 2, 5, 4 stamina. I'm down to 89. Oh, the bar on the right that pops up when I get hit is the stagger bar. So if I get hit, I think in rapid succession, eventually I'll get staggered. That's really all we have right now for the update for Valheim, Hearth, and Home. If you guys liked what you see, if you want me to do another Valheim video on anything else I discover, go ahead and leave a note in the comments. As always, go ahead and like and subscribe. And until next time, have a good night.